Welcome. Welcome to Daniel in the kitchen. Today we'll bake a subscriber cake like this. You can see it's already done. I made it myself. Just kidding. I could do it like this if I tried. My girlfriend made this for me. It has the pretty name Kardinalschnitte in German. I don't even know if German people eat this, but we from Austria, from Vienna, we like this very much. And it's basically a bunch of eggs, flour, sugar, cream, jam, and here's the special topping of chocolate fondant. The font size is about, I would say, 50 pixels. No, basically I will eat this and you have to watch. No, just kidding. I will share a piece with you. So get a plate, get a knife to cut this up, and then we will enjoy this together. First things first. Let's eat the chocolate. I can't, actually I have to make a photo of this. Where's my phone? Thumbnail! God damn it, focus! Alright, that should be good. Now, for the hard part, cutting this bad boy with this bread knife. I was told this is how you do it because it's not a regular cake and it's better for the stuff that's inside the cake. I'm not an expert at this. Don't quote me on this. How to actually cut this thing. I will just eat this one right now. Congratulations for 10,000 subscribers. Okay, I will just do it like this. Can I do it like this? You don't really look confident in that. I hope I don't destroy the whole thing right now. Because in the evening we will go to a board game night. And we want to take some of this with us, of course, and share it with our friends, but this will not be possible if I destroy the whole thing, but I think I did a decent job at it. So, I don't know how do I actually take this thing off? No. Yes, she's nodding her head if you're wondering what's going on right now. Alright. Okay, that's not what I expected. I can hopefully... No, this will not work. Alright, we're doing the switcheroo. Please don't fall over. Would you look at that? Beautiful. This is how we do it. We're not baking anything in the kitchen, we're just eating the things, you know, that my girlfriend makes. This is a pretty popular concept on YouTube where you just eat stuff. No. But it looks filled with cream. I like it. It's sugary cream. First bite. I haven't tried it yet, but of course I have eaten Kardinalschnitte before, as every Austrian. Quote me on that. So, there's a... Whoa, it fell over. Oh my god. This is a mess. But a good mess. I like it. It's really good. And as you can see here, it's like a bunch of cream. The red thing is the jam, the marmalade. And I don't even know how you would say it, but basically this is like the egg yolks mixed with sugar and flour, I guess. And this is like the egg whites, just mixed with sugar, I think. So I think there is no flour in this, right? Okay. And yeah, it's amazing. I think it's time for you to try it. So here's one for you. Come closer. Eat it. Oh, you ate the whole thing! Just kidding. No, I will eat this now. You don't have to watch the whole thing. And afterwards, or maybe tomorrow, because we don't have that much time left, I will answer your questions. Hopefully there is more than one comment. Right now there's only one YouTube comment. Right now I have like one SpeakPipe, one YouTube comment. Oh no, actually more than that. One Facebook comment and stuff. And yeah, that's not a lot of questions to answer. But I will think of something. Now, excuse me while I eat this nice cake. Man, if GBay would be watching now, he would be jelly as fuck. Because that was delicious and he had to eat a sock on camera, but you know. As the Latin people once said, pacta sunt servanda, which means you have to keep your promises and contracts. So, let's move on to over here. Welcome to the couch of legends. As you can see here, I've made myself comfortable here in the living room. So let's do a little Q&A, or actually a super long Q&A, because yeah, I didn't really have that many questions at first, like one on Twitter, one on Facebook, and 2 voicemails or something. But you guys didn't let me down, and once I asked for more, you gave me more, so let's jump right into it. First off, on speakpipe.com, I asked for voicemails.
Hey Tetos, Azeo here. I follow you for a long time now, and my question is, if there was any time or point where you thought you will stop making videos. Keep up your good work, and greetings to Austria from Bavaria.
Well, Azeo, long-time viewer, back even then from my German channel, and who have also met at Gamescom 2013. Shout out to you. Well, I have my little cheat sheet here, and basically thoughts about stop making videos have definitely occurred. I don't know, sometimes I really don't like how the game is turning out, how the community is turning out in game, and I'm one of those guys who isn't like flaming per se, but I'm one of those neutral guys who can turn into a toxic player when people, I don't know, like do weird stuff. But yeah, I have thought about stopping, but then again I always have the feeling that I would regret it so much that I really don't bother. But of course, that doesn't mean that when I don't make a video for like a month or so that I have thoughts about quitting. It's more like that real life is keeping me very busy. For example, right now I'm finishing off my bachelor degrees in computer science, so that takes some time while I'm still working, of course, on the side. Or actually right now I'm doing an internship full-time, so yes. But I'm trying to take more time and work on more videos more regularly, as you can see from the recent month. I hope so, at least.
Hey man. Yeah, I didn't prepare anything for this recording and I just came home from school, so yeah, I just watched your video about the trip in Japan and I like it. But I don't know, I dropped my magic card, god damn it. Yeah, what kind of games do you play except from Pokemon and League of Legends? That would be really interesting, because I don't know, I would like to know.
Mad Scientist sent me 2 very long voicemails, and I'm sorry I can't include them all, but I will put some short clips into it and then answer 3 questions, because you took the time to actually do this huge ass or long voicemails. So first question I picked is, what games do you play besides League of Legends? And this is quite easy to answer. Mostly I don't play anything on the side because I have a busy, not that busy life, but I spend most of my free time when I'm playing on League of Legends. Although I do have to say that I, for example, picked up Undertale recently and started playing it, so I will finish that hopefully soon. Other than that, I don't really play a lot of console games or other PC games. Once in a while I'm picking up some MMORPGs to just get back into the grind, because I do miss it a little bit when I play League of Legends. You know, because I came from Tibia, very old school 2D RPG like RuneScape back in the days, and then World of Warcraft, and then League of Legends. So, you know, I like League of Legends, but some aspects of MMORPGs I definitely miss. So yeah, I also played Uncharted 1, 2, 3, so I would play the 4th, of course, if I had a PS4, which I don't. So we'll see about that, maybe I will do it actually. Recently I've also played Majora's Mask on the 3DS when I went to Japan, of course. And I think that's about it.
And you should watch Black Rock Shooter, Akamega Kill, I hope you watched them already. If you didn't, please do. They are awesome.
What animes do I watch? Definitely hard question. I've watched a bunch, of course, in my past. Most of the popular ones, like of course Naruto, Bleach. I don't really dig One Piece that much. I think I would enjoy it if I watched it, but it's so long right now I can't really get into it, I think. But I do know that it's a great anime. Of course, it's the most popular one in Japan as well. So other than that, of course, I've watched Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist, Code Geass. Yeah, more recently, I think you could say I have watched, of course, One Punch Man, a very awesome anime which I can only recommend. I mean, Mad Scientist, you told me a bunch of, or Simon I would say, you talked about a lot of animes which I don't really or haven't watched yet, which I do want to watch. Also, some of them I won't really mention right here because they are borderline. They are pretty edgy-ish. Because I actually like the story of one of them, which is also quite popular, but I won't say it here. If you want to, you can write me a PM and I will reply to you directly. Other than that, let me think. Bakano, Death Parade, we have finished like last year sometime. But right now, we actually, what's the name from this Magica Girl thing, which is not that old yet, I think. We've watched that, but I didn't really like it that much, especially the ending, not that much. Oh my god, I'm sure I'm forgetting something here. Yeah, you're gonna tell me anyway, but I think I actually wrote, I didn't write it. I made a video a long time ago about anime, just when I did a regular rank commentaries, and I talked like about certain topics in these videos, and I think I talked about animes back then. But of course some things have changed, and right now I can't really say that much, except my girlfriend and I, we watched the first episode of Queen's Blade, and she hated it, so we're not gonna finish that.
Well, yeah, was there a weird moment where you kinda asked after the way, and they talked Japanese and you had no idea what they were talking?
Was there a weird encounter in Japan because I didn't speak Japanese? Is what I rephrased your question to, because I never really asked for directions or something, but not really, no, because everybody knew that we didn't speak Japanese, or that they expected it at least. And what can I say? I mean, you know, the people over there, well, Japan is known as a very racist country. To travelers and foreigners like us, they are very polite and very helpful, and whatever you need, they will try to assist you in any way possible, even if they don't speak a single word of English. For example, when we were in Sunshine City, which is like a shopping center where the Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo is, we didn't really find it at first, and then we just asked somebody and he took out a map and, you know, wrote down the way basically and showed us the directions. So that's kind of it, but there were no like real embarrassing communication issues or something like that, I would say. Yeah, definitely. I think that brings us to the last question from speakpipe.com. Once again, tongue twister, man. From Stefan, whose voicemail got messed up for some reason, so I'm gonna play like 3 seconds right now.
Hi Tetos.
So you know what I mean by messed up. I'm sorry, I can't really play the full thing, but I wrote some notes down here and he's asking basically for some tips for solo queue because he's stuck in elo hell. He's meaning top, a little jungle support, and basically in top lane he means a Gangplank Trundle Fiora, jungle Xin Zhao, and Kindred, and support Alistar only. So he wants some general tips for solo queue. Basically, I'm also not the best player, of course. My highest division I reached was Diamond 3, like in the previous season, but right now I'm slowly getting back into Diamond, and it's not easy for me, so I'm not like a super gifted player or anything. Really have to grind hard to like improve at the game. But what I can tell you is that everyone can improve any time just by making mistakes. And this is kind of a simple concept, but when you just look at your own games and you see, okay, you don't ward enough here, you often get ganked when overextending, you really have to do mental notes here and remind yourself, or if you don't watch the minimap, for example, think about exercises like looking at the minimap after every CS or something. It really helps, even if it's just for a split second, because you can see, okay, everybody is missing, I should probably play more safe and stuff like that. Other than that, like, everybody makes so many mechanical mistakes, so you can really practice that too with drills. For example, just try to CS, of course, in a custom game. It does help, and I don't do it, and many people don't do it, but it really does help to improve your CS numbers, and anything that you can do to improve yourself will help you improve to win more games regularly. So of course, if you have decent CS but not that good, if you improve your CS every game, or most games, then you will earn more gold, you will get more items, you will be able to do more damage, you will live longer because you, for example, finished that defensive item earlier, you will be able to get more kills because you finished that offensive item earlier. Stuff like that really helps to just elevate your level as a player, and it's just the best tip I can give you to, of course, improve. Besides, of course, like looking at the best people and trying to think about what they do, why they do it, and just blindly copying them. Especially, even when you're like more experienced at the game, you can definitely learn so much from the best players, and just looking at their streams, at their games, just take notes what they are doing that you are not already doing. Of course, some things are just like really easy to like improve your rank and win rate, like disabling all chat, disabling summoner names, muting anybody who is starting to flame. Even though I don't do it yet, I should do it because I know it's the best you can do, because you don't focus on the flames anymore. Don't type in chat if you don't have to, because you can fat finger flashes. It has happened to me, it has happened to many people, even up to challenger people fat finger flash, or like they misclick their summoner spells, and it's just really not the best, of course. So this is something you can do to easily improve your gameplay. That's it for SpeakPipe. We have like 1 or 2 questions from Twitter, and I'm going to read them now. And basically, the first one is from Fisherman64. He's asking, hey, I have a question for the Q&A. Have you ever OTP a champion during period in LoL? What champ did you play the most? So OTP is one trick pony, and he's asking if I ever did that. And I do have to say, I spammed a lot of Renekton in Season 3, which carried me like up to Platinum, and afterwards I played a lot of different picks, so I didn't really run trick pony anything, especially not like in the way you would expect it, like Riven players, Yasuo players, Vayne players, like these high mechanical intensive champions, because the problem with me was always that I had very big issues with committing time to the game, because I had some stages in life or phases in life where I didn't have that much time, so I could like play one day like a lot, and the next 1 or 2 weeks I couldn't play at all. So it is very difficult to play these mechanical champions, because of course they are depending on your mechanical abilities, and I couldn't like spend the time to perfect them. So that's why I didn't do it, because it didn't make sense to me at the time, and it definitely helped to like play other champions like Renekton, Nasus, Lulu at the time, of course, to get to the higher divisions. One exception would be Thresh, because I have played a lot of Thresh in my lifetime, because I just really like the champion and the things he can do. Of course, I'm not like the Mad Life God who does all the things perfectly, not even close, but I really just like the champion, and that's why I put so much time and effort into learning him and trying to like be decent at least in like Platinum, low diamond games. So yes, what champions did I play the most would probably be, I think, Renekton or Thresh, and I also played a lot of Garen when I really had very few time, or not enough time to play, because I could just play Garen like once every 2 weeks and still be good at my elo, because he's a very straightforward champion, and I like this kind of stupid playstyle sometimes. Yeah. TheRealMerpal, I'm gonna be very bad with these names today, is asking, are you and GBay brothers, or... And I'm not sure what you mean, man. I mean, I don't look anything like GBay99, famous YouTuber. Shout out to you. I mean, he doesn't watch this, but whatever. He's following me on Twitter. That is quite an accomplishment in my opinion. But no, we're not brothers. I'm from Austria. It's like, I don't know how many miles or kilometers away from where he's living, where he's from. So many GBay references. Maybe I am his brother, after all. Who knows? Alright, the only question from Facebook that I got is from Kris. I'm not gonna pronounce that last name, sorry. I don't know how to say it. He's asking, why do I play League? Competitiveness, fun, content creation. Basically, it's... I'm sorry to say, it's almost only competitiveness and content creation. I mean, the fun, as I only play solo queue, I have so limited amount of time that I only play solo queue to get my rank up, because I really feel bad when people look at me and they're like, wow, you're not even You're not even like, I don't know, Master Challenger or something, and you're making videos. Whoa, why should I take your word for granted? And this is really annoying to me, so that's why I want to like maintain somewhat decent rank at least. And even though people say, oh, like anything below like Challenger is crap, I don't think so, and I can at least disregard these people. And yeah, why do I actually play League of Legends? Of course, for content creation. I mean, I have built up my channel on this game, and while I sometimes think about doing other games, I know that for a fact that it won't work that well. I even know it from just doing like vlogs like these, that people really don't enjoy watching them as much as my other guides, because that's why they are subscribed in the first place. Alright, let's jump finally into the YouTube comment section, where they are actually pretty nice to me. I expected a lot of troll questions and like stupid shit, but congrats guys, you're actually kind of nice to me, which I enjoy. Alright, let's start off with the first question, which is like from No This Is Patrick, where he's asking if I would make more videos on my German channel again. And the sad question is right now, no, because I do have limited amounts of time, and as you have heard earlier, I do spend all of my time for my English channel now, because I believe that is the, I don't know, best thing for me to do, because of course I wouldn't do these things if I wouldn't want to be successful. I don't care about like being famous or something. I just want to, hopefully, this is a dream of course only right now, to be able to spend more time, maybe even go full time. Of course that's like not something that you can just aim for and do it. I guess you can, but in my case, I can't just like quit everything else, because I'm so close to finishing my bachelor's degree. I will have it finished in June, and I'm working full time, and you know, I can't just quit that with the income I have from YouTube right now. And I don't want to make a Patreon. I don't want to like beg for donations or something. So I would never like. I mean, I have thought about it, of course, but I wouldn't really like to do it right now, because I think it's too high risk and it's not a smart thing to do. So I'll just keep on doing it as I'm doing it right now. So yeah, no German videos right now, sorry. Any future projects in my bag? From Florian Kral. Thanks so much for the nice comment, by the way. I do appreciate these kind of comments, especially when people say they enjoy my content, because of course, like, I sometimes have the problem that I get like decent views and some likes, but like very low amounts of comments, so I'm not actually sure what the people think, if it's good or not. So yeah. Other than that, yeah, future project, man, I have so many ideas. If I would have like more time, if I would be full-time YouTuber, I would make like, I don't know, like 1 to like a pro every week, and like 2 or 3 like shorter videos or something, and maybe like 1 vlog. But I don't, because per week I would say I have like 5 hours I can work on YouTube, max, maybe sometimes less. So it's really not that much, but I do my best. Icehain or Tetos is asking what do I study at university, and I'm doing a computer science bachelor's degree focusing on user experience and interaction design, which basically means when I'm a user experience designer, I think about the user experience, which means when you're interacting with a product, with a website, with a game, with whatever, it can even be something like at a restaurant, the customer experience, I have to look at it and think about what is annoying to you, what is bothersome, what is good, what could you want that is not already there yet, what is just frankly impossible, even if the functions are there, you know. This is something that you have to look at. Also, of course, usability testing, stuff like that is part of that. But I really like it, actually. And right now I'm doing an internship in my company that I've been part of for over 4 years. So I like it. I like it. What do you think about Dynmic Queue is another question. Do I enjoy it? I actually don't. I like the new champ select, but I really don't like Dynmic Queue. And I really would like for Riot to push for solo queue more. But of course, like, there are some issues with that, as Azeo pointed out. I will link his video probably right now or down below. You know, like the problem with 4-man queues, having no games because the solo people will only queue for solo queue. It's just a really big problem, and I think Riot might not even release it at this point, but I really hope they will, because I really like the solo aspect, and I really don't like the duo queues, trio queues, something like that. Is really, I don't really like it, I have to say, because I am also only playing solo all the time, so I would prefer like a solo queue. Am I watching LCS? And the answer is I've actually gotten into LoL because of competitive League of Legends when I watched the Season 1 World Championship with my buddy Stefan, who is not the one who made the question, but like a long-time friend of mine. We know each other for like over 20 years now. And I have to say, I really liked the competitive League of Legends back then, and I really liked the international tournaments, but they are very time-consuming also, and I don't watch a lot of LCS. I really have to say, I do keep up with the results and I know which teams are good and stuff. And I read ANAs, for example. I sometimes look at the highlights, for example. But LCS and LCK and everything, I really don't have the time. There are so many games every week. I can't watch them all. I can't even watch all the highlights because I have to play. I have to do other stuff in real life, of course. But I do keep up. Of course, I know that. For example, I know that SKT is not #1 anymore right now. The Rocks Tigers are amazing right now, for example. I know stuff like this, so it's not like I'm a noob about these things. My favorite teams and players, like favorite player, I think I've answered this some time ago. Favorite player would be Daroosh. Of course, he's retired now, so I don't really have a new favorite player right now. Let me think. I don't think I have one right now other than that. I'm aware of like their skill at the game, but I don't really look up to them. They are not my favorite players right now, I think. I don't really have one. My favorite team, I was a TSM fan. Right now I'm not so sure anymore. Now I can understand why when the roster changes happen all the time and everybody gets replaced, it's kind of hard to cheer for a team because, in my opinion, for League of Legends, I cheer the players on. And I know in traditional sports, in soccer or something, you have your favorite clubs, of course, but I don't think it's the same for League of Legends, really, because it's so personality driven that you can't really see many people who like are fans of just a team. Other than that, I wouldn't really call myself a Fnatic fan. I do cheer on EU, of course, when we're at international tournaments, but yeah, right now I don't really have a favorite team anymore, I think. But I do like Immortals a little bit because I like how they are playing. I like how they got together, and certain people who were underappreciated for a long time, like Rainover and Wild Turtle and Pobelter or Adrian, are finally getting their time to shine, which I really like. Plaxy says he doesn't have a good question, but he asked one anyway, which is how did I get into League, which is not a bad question, so I don't know what y'all know about that. I've already answered this partly because, of course, I watched the Season 1 World Championship with my friend Stefan, aka Rakif, and that's when I basically saw the game for the first time, and shortly after that we just got into the game. He's been playing for a while already, and he had like, I think he had like a level 20 account or something, and I was like fresh to the game and we just leveled up together. And after, I think, actually started playing, I think the newest champion was like Brand or Rumble or something, so early 2011. And I think this was the time when I got done with my military service and I had a bunch of free time, so I think when I first started playing it, because I liked Dota so much back in the days, I think when I downloaded it we played for like so many hours until like 4, 5, 6 in the morning, and I was like really enjoying it. I don't even know what I was doing back then. I was only spamming like Master Yi and Fiddlesticks or some shit. It was fun as hell. Conan Kudo 12 asks, if you could delete one champion in LoL, who would it be? And I have to think about this for a second. Alright, I think it's Fiora. I don't know, she's so annoying, but it's always like different when some champions are OP. I really don't like playing against them and I just ban them. But I don't really have like a champion I hate right now. Like, I'm not on the Teemo hate train right now. I think, I mean, I can understand, because from the blind and from the dot and the shrooms and stuff, that people are raging when they step onto one, but I don't hate Teemo. I'm sorry. People are gonna unsubscribe, I guess. Fredrik Glu asks, what are your plans, I guess, for YouTube in the next 6 months or so? And I would say that depends, of course, on my real life. I have plans for YouTube, of course, but my real life is like controlling the rest. So I will hopefully make more Play Like a Pro guides. I would hopefully be able to do like at least one per month. I would like to do more, but it's really hard with all the replay things and new patches. It's really annoying to like find a suitable pro player champion combo. I've talked about this in an elaborate way, let's say it like this. So it's very hard, and I'm thinking about doing other stuff, but I know that it's so good and it's so helpful to people, and it's also popular and like doing well, like views wise, but it's really hard, man. I'm sorry, but probably gonna do some shorter videos as well, cause I can just do them myself, like the adaptive wording guide. So hopefully we'll find it useful as well. If not, I thought about like taking some parts of the Play Like a Pro series and making it shorter, or like doing it in a different way, but we'll see about that. Other than that, like I just want to make like hopefully at least one video per week soon. Problem is like in April I have to write my bachelor thesis, so that also takes a lot of time. Yes. But after the bachelor program and stuff, I will definitely try to make like one Play Like a Pro guide every 2 weeks hopefully, and some other shorter videos in between. So that is my plan at least right now. Grimless and Surrounded by Idiots wonder how they can get out of Diamond 5 and 4. They've been here for 2 years, and I'm in a similar boat. I've reached Diamond, I think, in pre-season 4 or something. And I've been in low Diamond ever since then, because I think at a certain point in time you really have to play like at least like daily or every 2 days certain amount of games to just like improve your skill and stuff. But I couldn't do it, so that's why I really couldn't like find or like improve as much to get into the higher divisions. Of course, I know some people who have less time even and they manage higher rank, but I'm not that person. So, but the answer to that question is simple, because it's always the same. I already answered it earlier. You just have to think about your problems, your mistakes, look at the people who are better than you, think about what they are doing better than you, and then just do it. And do it continuously. And it's easy to say this, but that's just all it takes. And for example, when you notice that they are always like 20-30 CS up, then there's a problem with your CSing. If you notice that you're often getting caught by the jungler, of course, then there's an issue with warding and overextending, and maybe even you can't really read the enemy that well, because you're noticing people sometimes even manage to escape ganks when they don't have wards, and the reason why is because they can read their enemies well. If they pressure them and they playing defensively, and suddenly they are on the attack or something, then that's a big indicator that there is somebody backing them up. And of course, it's easy to say, well, duh, but when you're playing, it's not as easy. That's what I'm trying to say. So, like, really just realizing everything and acting on it is the most important thing. Not just like realizing it, because you can often say, I knew I was getting ganked, I knew that skill would hit me. Well, you know, I don't have how to say to that. But yes, just look at, I wouldn't really look at champion pool if I want to improve quickly, because learning new champions is very time consuming sometimes, and I think champion pool is rarely the issue. It's more like playstyle and doing mistakes and eliminating these mistakes, I would say. Yeah, so next question is from Owen Corpuz, and he's asking, what is the best way to win more, normal or rank? And it's also like the same thing. If you want to win more, is you can do these things, like write down your mistakes, but also, as I said earlier, avoid to chat, don't type in chat, don't enable all chat if this triggers you or something, if you get angry when people are like trolling you or something. Other than that, yes, don't like, for example, when you have to pee and you queue up for another ranked game, don't do it. Just go to the toilet and then come back, because like anything that could have a negative impact on you, you want to reduce before the game even starts. If people are hating in Champion Select already, which is still the case sometimes, even if we have like the new Champion Select, dodge the game. This is like 3 LP, which you will lose, but it doesn't matter, because your MMR stays the same, and if you win the next game, you will just earn more LP that way. So it doesn't matter if you dodge. Just dodge if you know that people are toxic already in Champ Select and you have very low chance of winning the game, because if they are, then yes, I would dodge. But at the same time, some people say, oh, if you have a full AD team, dodge the game. I wouldn't like do this always. I would just go by case basis here, not do like or not make such general statements, because sometimes full AD comps work very well and they snowball very hard and they can push towers well and they can do objectives well a lot of the times too. So I wouldn't really say they are like super bad, unless like you're against Rammus jungle, Malphite top, I don't know what else, like Jogath mid or something like that. Then you're probably fucked, because they will all go full tank and then you will die slowly but surely. From, I don't know his name, his name is Road to 200 subs, but whatever. What do you think of Aurelion Sol? And I think it's been a long time since I've been hyped for a new champion, I have to say. And Aurelion Sol is no exception. I saw his video, of course, and stuff, and he seems very powerful and almighty, but I think he's like not that awesome. His playstyle is a bit weird and with these balls surrounding him. I haven't even bought him yet, although I do buy every champion when they are like reduced IP wise, but I don't really like him, I have to say. Maybe I also don't like it because in my first ranked game when the new patch hit, I had Aurelion Sol, I had no idea what to do and he was just feeling super hard, but I don't know. I don't like him that much. He's also asking, do I like watching series? If yes, what is my favorite? And the answer is of course yes. I am watching a bunch of series, besides anime of course. I've watched Walking Dead, Game of Thrones of course, I've watched Breaking Bad, I've watched even other maybe girlier stuff, I don't know, Supernatural for example. I've watched Mr. Robot, one of the favorites I guess from me. And right now Once Upon a Time, which is also like a little bit of more romance, but it's not that bad I think. But favorite, I have to say Game of Thrones definitely. No questions asked. I do have to say I really liked Mr. Robot though, so I can only recommend that. And Breaking Bad I also liked, but I think people are really hyping up Breaking Bad, while I do think it had a bunch of good elements, but it wasn't like the best series I've ever watched by any means. But I really liked the ending. I have to say the ending was very good from Breaking Bad. Okay, Marcus P asked for some H3 versus Leafy drama, and I'm not on either side. I think these drama things are so childish. But yeah, let's move on. Jonny asks my favorite role and champion, and my favorite item build on him. And favorite role would be top or support. But the thing is, I usually queue up in Champion Select as top and then support, but I always get support. Like I get top in 1 out of 30 games or some shit like that. But I have to say, sometimes I really get annoyed by the nature of support. Like when your AD carry is overextending and he's just dying and dying, or if you're playing a certain support that can have AoE CC, but nobody's following up, like Alistair, you have the perfect 4-man knockup and nobody gives a shit. It's really painful for me as a player, because I made a nice play and I'm trying to carry the game this way and with vision of course and stuff, but it's really aggravating sometimes. Or if people, they don't want to be protected by you, they just wander off alone and die and you can't do anything as support. As another role you could at least like split push or something. That's when I really feel like, oh my god, I have to play something else, I'm going crazy. But yes, favorite champion, I don't really have that, but I do like right now playing Garen top lane. It's just like so brain dead and fun, I don't know. Just pick a Ignite, go top lane and then just try to bully the enemy later. Sometimes I feed, sometimes I don't, but it's also fun like in the later stages of the game to like have this counter to the enemy who is snowballing sometimes. Sometimes however it doesn't work because you're just so far behind, because they are so fat and you are so squishy somehow for whatever reason, even though you're Garen with the W active. So yeah, and you're so easily kiteable, so that's also a downside, but I do like him nevertheless. And item build for him would either be just Black Cleaver first into like tank items, or like just full damage Garen can be pretty nice. Like once I started like this assassin item, how was it called? That sad and talent pickup, which does like the sad mini ultimate. That was fun, and other than that, like just a lot of movement speed is what you need on Garen, because otherwise you're not gonna catch anybody with your like super slow movement speed, and everybody has like gap closers or escapes, and it's so annoying, and you can't jump across walls either. So, but it's very satisfying if people get low, you ultimate them, and they flash away and still die. This is so satisfying. I really like it. Daniel Perez asks for favorite design champions, lore, skin design, or in-game playstyle. And I can't answer everything because I don't really read the lore that much anymore. But I do have to say, for in-game playstyle, I really like Thresh. I don't know why, it's just like so interactive and he has a bunch of tools that I really like. Although, like, I have to say, as I'm not the best Thresh player, it's really frustrating when you like miss a bunch of hooks and your flays and I don't know what else, and you don't manage to do the combos correctly, like hook lantern or something like that. Is really annoying, and that's why I don't really like playing him all the time. But I really like just the champion, also like lore wise and his quotes and everything, and the feel behind playing him is really like evil and like soul stealer ish. I really like it. Mihai, I hope I pronounced it correctly, it might be just Mike in his native language. Michael, I guess. Will you make full game commentaries or montages to cover the space between videos that take a long time to make? And the answer is yes, I will make shorter videos, but not necessarily montages, because montages actually take a long time as well. So if I would make a montage, I could just like make a regular video, hopefully. But I made like a Graves montage a long time ago, which was not your typical Graves montage with like super camera angles, flashy plays, color correction. I like it in a way sometimes, but I have to gather these clips and I'm not the best player myself, so yeah. But my current rank, I think I forgot to say that earlier, is like Platinum 2, so I'm getting back to Diamond slowly but surely. And I have done full game commentaries. They are not time consuming at all, but I don't think people like them that much. And when I did them, they didn't do that well, because I'm not like a master challenger player. And I do mess up, especially when you're commentating, you just automatically play worse in my opinion. So kudos to people like GBay who can pull his road to diamond off like that. Melanie Kim asks, if you could completely master a champion, who would it be? And also congrats. Thank you. First, if I could master a champion, I think I would play Lee Sin maybe? Or Azeo. I think one of the two. I don't really like Riven that much. I don't like Vayne that much. No, I will go for Lee Sin, sorry. Florian has another question. Any game analysis coming up, e.g. games sent by subscribers? And I actually started this a while ago. I think I've done like only 2 or 3 videos where I asked you for replays, but I didn't really get any. So the first episode was my own replay, and it's called 1 minute replay, where I would just look at the replay and only like analyze 1 minute, because I could analyze the whole game. And I could also like show how many mistakes everyone how many mistakes everyone does in just 1 minute. I might just revive that format if you're interested. If you want to send me replays, I actually put a link to my email and how to send me replays in the description of every video, but I still don't get any. So if you want to send me one, I would probably do it, but yes. Jim the Alceta, I don't know, asks Division, and I'm currently in Plat 2, and also there's a LOL King link on my profile page, on my about page on my channel, so you can just go there and see what I'm playing. Daroosh Khader, these names, man. How old are you and from where are you? Please put me in your video, thank you. Well, you made it, man. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Austria. Currently living in the main capital, Vienna, which is not the biggest city. I think we have like 1.8 million inhabitants. Population is 1.8 million, I think. Yeah, I think so. So I like it here. What can I say? And oh no, baby power! Oh no! Go back to your parents. They will take care of you. Yeah, I think that's it for the Q&A. That's every question, I think. So it will be super long. I'm sorry about that. How long? Actually, super long. And my voice is almost giving out. You can probably hear like a bunch of voice cracks in this recording. I think that's it. So, as always, guys, good luck in solo queue and have a wonderful day. Just kidding. Until next time. Bye bye.